to my little friends!
Brother, you are going down.
That's what living is! What life? I got no life!
Invigorating.
Al Pacino, one of Hollywood's most iconic actors, made headlines at the 2024 Oscars, and not for his incredible career achievements. During the ceremony, something unexpected happened that left everyone in shock. Known for his powerful roles in movies like The Godfather and Scarface, Pacino's life in showbiz has been filled with ups and downs. But this recent event took everyone by surprise. His sudden actions stunned the audience and sparked a huge controversy. What did he reveal that caused such a stir? And how does it fit into the long, storied career of this legendary actor? Join us as we dive deep into Al Pacino's career and life in Hollywood, and uncover the shocking truth behind his latest controversy. Early life. Alfredo James Pacino, known to the world as Al Pacino, was born on April 25, 1940, in the lively neighborhood of East Harlem, New York City. His parents, Rose and Salvatore, were Italian-American, with deep roots in Sicily. Salvatore came from the small town of San Fratello, while Rose's parents were from Corleone, a place that later became famous because of The Godfather. This connection was just a hint of the iconic roles Al would play in the future. When Al was just 2 years old, his parents split up. Salvatore moved to Covina, California, leaving Rose to raise Al in the South Bronx. Growing up in a single-parent household was tough, especially back then when divorce was rare and looked down upon. But Rose and her parents did their best to provide support and stability for young Al in their close-knit working-class community. In the South Bronx, Al's family lived in a modest apartment with his maternal grandparents. Rose worked hard in various low-paying jobs, including as a cinema usherette, to make ends meet. The financial struggles were real, but it was here that Al's love for movies started to grow. The cinema where Rose worked became his escape, a place where he could dive into the world of films and stories. Al went to Herman Ritter Junior High School, but he found academics challenging. He often felt out of place and struggled to fit into the school system. Despite this, he had a passion for acting, always performing impressions and telling stories to anyone who would listen. His maternal grandfather, whom he looked up to, was a big influence, always encouraging him and providing a stable presence in his life. As a teenager, Al was known to his friends as Sonny. He was outgoing and lively, earning the nickname The Actor for his amazing impersonations and captivating stories. His love for acting was clear, and he found inspiration in legendary actors like Marlon Brando and James Dean. Their intense styles left a big impression on Al, fueling his dream of becoming an actor. At 17, Al made a bold move. He dropped out of high school to follow his passion. To support himself, he took on various low-paying jobs like a messenger, janitor, busboy, postal clerk, and even worked in a magazine mailroom. Each job helped him stay independent, though life was often unstable and tough. Determined to pursue acting, Al enrolled at the High School of Performing Arts in New York. But the academic demands were overwhelming, and he left without graduating. Instead of giving up, he sought opportunities to improve his craft. He joined the HB studio, studying under Herbert Berghoff, a renowned acting coach. Here, Al started to understand the intricacies of method acting, which would later become a hallmark of his career. A pivotal moment in Al's early career came when he met Charlie Lawton, an acting teacher who became a significant mentor and father figure. Recognizing Al's raw talent, Lawton encouraged him to apply to the prestigious Actors Studio. In 1966, Al was accepted and studied under the legendary Lee Strasberg. Strasberg's teachings had a profound impact on Al, helping him delve deeper into his character's emotions and psychology, shaping the intense acting style he would become famous for. Despite his growing skills, Al's journey was full of challenges. He lived in poverty, often sleeping on friends' couches and struggling to find consistent work. There were times when he was homeless, relying on unemployment checks to survive. But his unwavering commitment to acting kept him going. He performed in numerous off-Broadway productions, gradually making a name for himself in the theater world. Al's early-stage career included roles in Awake and Sing and America Hurrah at the Charles Playhouse in Boston. His breakthrough role came in 1967 with Israel Horovitz's play The Indian Wants the Bronx at the Astor Place Theater. His portrayal of Murph, a troubled street punk, earned him critical acclaim and an Obie Award for Best Actor, marking a turning point in his career. Entry to film. In 1969, Al made his film debut in Me, Natalie, a comedy drama starring Patty Duke. His role was minor, but it marked his entry into the film industry, providing him with essential on-screen experience. In 1971, Al landed his first leading role in The Panic in Needle Park, playing Bobby, a young heroin addict. His performance was gripping and deeply human, earning him critical acclaim and establishing him as a formidable talent in Hollywood. Al's career soared in 1972 with The Godfather, directed by Francis Ford Coppola. Al played Michael Corleone, the youngest son of Vito Corleone. Despite initial resistance from Paramount Pictures, Coppola insisted on casting Al, recognizing his potential. Al's performance was masterful, earning him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. In 1973, Al starred alongside Gene Hackman in Scarecrow. While the film received mixed reviews, Al's performance was praised. His next major role was in Serpico, where he played Frank Serpico, an honest cop exposing police corruption. His intense portrayal earned him his first Golden Globe Award and another Academy Award nomination. In 1974, Al reprised his role as Michael Corleone in The Godfather Part II, delivering an even more powerful performance. The film won the Academy Award for Best Picture, and Al's portrayal earned him another Academy Award nomination. In 1975, Al starred in Dog Day Afternoon, playing Sonny Wartzik, a desperate bank robber. His performance was electrifying and earned him another Academy Award nomination. During these years, Al's personal life was marked by intense dedication to his craft. He had a brief relationship with actress Jill Clayburgh, whom he met while working in the theater. The couple lived together for 5 years before separating in 1975. Al's commitment to method acting often led to physical and emotional exhaustion, but he remained focused on his career, continually pushing the boundaries of his craft. Exploring different genres in acting. After a string of intense, highly praised roles in the early 70s, Al decided it was time to shake things up and try something new. In 1977, he starred as Bobby in the film Bobby Deerfield, directed by Sidney Pollack. This role was a big shift from the gritty urban characters that had put him on the map. Bobby Deerfield is a romantic drama based on Eric Maria Remarque's novel Heaven Has No Favorites. Al played Bobby, a Formula One race car driver who embarks on a journey of self-discovery after meeting Lillian, a terminally ill woman played by Marta Keller. The film explores themes of love, mortality, and the quest for meaning. Critics had mixed feelings about the movie. Some loved the emotional depth and sensitivity Al brought to the role, praising his ability to show vulnerability and introspection. Others felt the movie's slow pace and melodrama didn't quite match his strengths. Despite the mixed reviews, Bobby Deerfield showed Al's willingness to take on different types of roles. In 1979, Al hit the big screen again with a powerful performance in the legal drama And Justice for All, directed by Norman Jewison. Al played Arthur, an idealistic defense attorney fighting against corruption in the judicial system. This role let Al tap into the righteous anger and moral complexity that had become his trademark. Al's portrayal of Arthur was intense and passionate, capturing the frustrations and ethical dilemmas of the character. His performance earned him another Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. The film's famous line, "You're out of order, the whole trial is out of order," became iconic, showcasing Al's talent for delivering powerful, memorable lines. And Justice for All resonated with both audiences and critics, highlighting the flaws in the legal system. Al's performance was praised for its authenticity and depth, cementing his reputation as one of the best actors of his generation. Throughout the late 70s, Al's personal life stayed relatively private, though his relationships with high-profile actresses drew some attention. He had a notable romance with Mart, his co-star from Bobby Deerfield. They had a deep connection both on and off the screen, but it eventually ended. Another significant relationship during this period was with Diane, whom Al met while working on the Godfather films. Their relationship was intense, characterized by a deep mutual respect for each other's work. However, Al's intense focus on his career and method acting approach sometimes strained their bond. Taking challenges in roles. In 1980, Al starred in Cruising, directed by William Friedkin. The film, based on Gerald Walker's novel, was a controversial crime thriller. Al played Steve, an undercover cop investigating murders in New York's gay leather bar scene. This role pushed Al to explore new dimensions of his acting range. Cruising faced significant backlash from LGBTQ+ communities and activists who felt it perpetuated harmful stereotypes. Protests and picket lines surrounded its production and release. Despite the controversy, Al's performance was praised for its commitment and intensity. He portrayed Steve as a conflicted, troubled character, grappling with the moral and psychological challenges of his undercover assignment. The negative reception and controversy overshadowed the film's artistic merits, making it one of the more contentious projects of Al's career. Nevertheless, his dedication to the role and willingness to tackle challenging material showed his commitment to his craft. In 1982, Al appeared in Author, a comedy drama directed by Arthur Hiller. This film showed a lighter side of Al's acting, focusing on Ivan, a struggling playwright juggling his career and complicated family life. The role allowed Al to explore humor and relatability. Author let Al showcase his versatility. Despite his earnest performance, the film received mixed reviews and didn't do well at the box office. Critics felt the script and direction didn't fully utilize Al's talents. However, his portrayal of Ivan was praised for its warmth and sincerity, proving he could excel in lighter, more comedic roles. In 1983, Al took on one of his most defining roles, playing Tony in Scarface. Directed by Brian De Palma and written by Oliver Stone, Scarface was a modern remake of the 1932 classic. The film follows Tony, a Cuban refugee who becomes a ruthless drug lord in Miami. Al's portrayal of Tony was extraordinary. He fully immersed himself in the character, capturing Tony's raw ambition, violent tendencies, and eventual downfall. The intensity of his performance was captivating and unnerving, making Tony one of the most memorable characters in film history. Upon its release, Scarface received mixed reviews. Critics were divided. Some praised Al's performance and the film's portrayal of crime and excess, while others criticized its graphic violence and explicit language. Despite the mixed reception, Scarface quickly gained a cult following. Over the years, Tony became an iconic figure in popular culture, symbolizing both the allure and dangers of the American dream. After the intense experience of filming Scarface, Al stepped back from the big screen and returned to his roots in theater. This period let him reconnect with live audiences and hone his craft away from Hollywood pressures. One notable stage performance during this time was in David Mamet's American Buffalo. Al played Teach, a small-time crook with big ambitions. The play was a critical success, showcasing Al's ability to convey complex emotions and intricate character dynamics in a live setting. This return to theater wasn't just a professional decision, but also a personal one, allowing Al to find solace and rejuvenation through his first love, acting on stage, Hiatus. In 1985, Al starred in Revolution, a film directed by Hugh Hudson. Set during the American Revolutionary War, the movie featured Al as Tom, a fur trapper reluctantly involved in the war. Despite its ambitious scope, Revolution faced numerous challenges from the start. The production struggled with harsh filming conditions and a rushed schedule, affecting the film's quality. Critics panned the script for its historical inaccuracies and lack of depth, and the direction was seen as uninspired. Al's performance, usually praised for its passion, was seen as flat and unconvincing, likely due to the troubled production. Revolution was a critical and commercial flop. Its poor reception deeply affected Al, leading him to reassess his career choices. The disappointment of Revolution and the intense scrutiny that followed prompted Al to take a 4-year break from acting in films, marking a major turning point in his career. During his film Hiatus, Al focused on his personal life and continued to work in theater. This period was crucial for his rejuvenation, allowing him to step back from Hollywood and focus on more intimate projects. Al performed in notable stage productions like Julius Caesar and The Local Stigmatic. These roles let him explore different aspects of his craft and reconnect with live performance. Theater provided Al with a creative sanctuary to refine his skills and recharge his passion for acting. During the late 80s, Al was in a relationship with acting coach Jan Tarrant. This relationship marked a significant personal milestone for Al, leading to the birth of his first child. In 1989, they welcomed their daughter, Julie Marie. Embracing fatherhood was a profound experience for Al, bringing a new dimension to his life and influencing his perspectives both personally and professionally. Al's dedication to his daughter and his relationship with John reflected his desire for balance and fulfillment beyond his career. This period was marked by a deeper exploration of personal commitments and responsibilities, adding a new layer of depth to his already complex persona. Return to the spotlight. After taking a break, Al Pacino came back with a bang in the 1989 movie Sea of Love. Directed by Harold Becker, this crime thriller had Pacino playing Frank Keller, a New York detective looking into a series of murders tied to personal ads. Sea of Love was a big deal for Al, marking his return to film after a few years away. His role as Frank Keller got a lot of praise, showing off his skill at playing characters with both toughness and vulnerability. Frank Keller was a complicated guy, dealing with loneliness, obsession, and the hope for redemption, giving Al plenty to work with. The movie did well at the box office, and critics liked it too. Pacino's gripping performance as a detective battling his own inner demons breathed new life into his career and re-established him as a top actor in Hollywood. Sea of Love proved that Pacino still had it, captivating audiences with his intense and emotional acting. In 1990, Al reprised his famous role as Michael Corleone in The Godfather Part 3, directed by Francis Ford Coppola. This film continued the Corleone family saga, focusing on Michael's efforts to legitimize his empire and find redemption. Pacino's take on an older, more reflective Michael Corleone got critical acclaim. He brought a deep sense of weariness and regret to the character, perfectly capturing Michael's struggle between his dark past and his wish for a better future. While Al's performance was praised, the film itself got mixed reviews. Some critics loved the depth Pacino brought to the role, while others thought the movie didn't measure up to the earlier ones. Still, The Godfather Part 3 showed Pacino's skill in evolving his character over time. In 1991, Al teamed up with Michelle Pfeiffer in Frankie and Johnny, a romantic comedy drama directed by Gary Marshall. The film, based on Terrence McNally's play Frankie and Johnny in the Clair de Lune, gave Pacino a chance to show a different side of his acting. Al played Johnny, a recently paroled cook who falls for Frankie, a waitress with a troubled past. This role let Pacino step away from his usual intense characters to play someone with warmth and charm. The chemistry between Pacino and Pfeiffer was fantastic, capturing the complexities of love and vulnerability. Critics liked the film, and Al's performance was praised for its genuine and heartfelt approach, proving he could handle lighter, romantic roles too. 1992 was a huge year for Pacino, with two standout films showcasing his range. In Glengarry Glen Ross, directed by James Foley, Pacino played Ricky Roma, a slick real estate salesman. The film, adapted from David Mamet's play, explored the cutthroat world of real estate sales. Pacino's performance was riveting, earning him an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor. His portrayal of Roma's charisma and cunning made the character unforgettable. The movie was a critical success, and Pacino's role was a testament to his talent for bringing complex characters to life. Later that year, Pacino starred in Scent of a Woman, directed by Martin Brest. He played Lieutenant Colonel Frank Slade, a blind retired Army officer who bonds with a young prep school student over a tumultuous Thanksgiving weekend. Pacino's portrayal of Frank Slade was widely acclaimed, earning him his first Oscar for Best Actor. His intense and charismatic performance, especially in the film's iconic speech, cemented his place as one of the greatest actors of his generation. In 1993, Pacino reunited with director Brian De Palma for Carlito's Way, a crime drama about Carlito Brigante, a former drug lord trying to go straight after prison. Pacino's portrayal of Carlito was intense and nuanced, capturing the character's struggle between his criminal past and his hope for a better future. The film got good reviews, with Pacino's performance being a highlight. Critics praised his ability to convey Carlito's emotional depth and inner conflict, further showing his skill at playing complex characters. In 1995, Pacino starred in Heat, directed by Michael Mann. This crime thriller featured Pacino as LAPD Lieutenant Vincent Hanna, a dedicated detective chasing a master thief played by Robert De Niro. This film was especially notable because it was the first time Pacino and De Niro shared significant screen time, a highly anticipated event in cinema history. Pacino's performance as Vincent Hanna was intense and driven, contrasting with De Niro's calm and methodical thief. The film was a hit with both critics and audiences, praised for its realistic take on crime and law enforcement. The famous diner scene between Pacino and De Niro became a landmark moment in film history, showcasing the incredible chemistry between these two legendary actors. In 1996, Pacino starred in City Hall, a political drama directed by Harold Becker. He played Mayor John Pappas, a charismatic New York City mayor caught in a web of corruption and scandal. Pacino's performance as Mayor Pappas was compelling, capturing the complexities of a politician facing ethical dilemmas. The film got mixed reviews, but Pacino's role was noted for its intensity, highlighting his ability to tackle diverse and challenging roles. 1997 was another pivotal year for Pacino, with two major films showcasing his range. In Donnie Brasco, directed by Mike Newell, Pacino played Lefty Ruggiero, an aging mobster who befriends an undercover FBI agent, played by Johnny Depp. Pacino's portrayal of Lefty was both sympathetic and tragic, capturing the character's vulnerability and loyalty. The film was critically acclaimed, with Pacino's performance being a standout. Critics appreciated his ability to bring depth and humanity to a character involved in criminal activities, further cementing his status as a masterful actor. Later in 1997, Pacino starred in The Devil's Advocate, directed by Taylor Hackford. He played John Milton, a sinister lawyer revealed to be Satan. Pacino's performance was theatrical and larger than life, perfectly fitting the film's supernatural themes. The film got mixed reviews, but Pacino's portrayal of Milton was widely praised for its intensity and energy. His powerful presence dominated the screen once again. During this period, Pacino balanced his intense work schedule with his personal life. His relationship with Jan Tarrant ended, and he had high-profile relationships with actresses Beverly D'Angelo and Penelope Ann Miller. As the decade ended, Pacino's career hit another high with The Insider in 1999. Directed by Michael Mann, the film told the true story of Jeffrey Wigand, a whistleblower exposing the tobacco industry's wrongdoings. Pacino played Lowell Bergman, a dedicated CBS producer who helps Wigand, played by Russell Crowe, bring the truth to light. Pacino's performance as Bergman was earnest and determined, capturing the essence of a man driven by moral integrity and journalistic responsibility. Critics praised his ability to convey the tension and stakes involved in exposing a powerful industry. The film received critical acclaim and several Oscar nominations, with Pacino's portrayal of Bergman standing out, showing his skill in bringing depth to complex moral battles. In 2000, Pacino took on a passion project, Chinese Coffee, based on Ira Lewis's play. Pacino starred in and directed the film, playing Harry Levine, an unsuccessful writer confronting his friend over a personal betrayal. The film, filled with intense dialogue and emotional depth, had a limited release and mixed reviews. But it was appreciated for its raw portrayal of friendship and betrayal, and Pacino's dedication to the project was clear. The same year, Pacino starred in Oliver Stone's sports drama, Any Given Sunday, playing Tony D'Amato, a veteran football coach facing the pressures of modernizing the game and dealing with his players' personal struggles. Pacino's passionate performance captured D'Amato's love for the game and the challenges of adapting to new realities. The film was a commercial success, and Pacino's memorable locker room speeches became iconic, highlighting his ability to command the screen with powerful oratory. In 2002, Pacino starred in Insomnia, a psychological thriller directed by Christopher Nolan. He played Will Dormer, a Los Angeles detective sent to a small Alaskan town to solve a murder. Pacino's portrayal of Dormer, a man struggling with guilt and insomnia, was critically acclaimed. His performance captured the character's inner turmoil and moral complexities. The film, which also starred Robin Williams as the antagonist, was a commercial success and showed Pacino's ability to take on complex, psychologically driven roles. The tense scenes between Pacino and Williams were particularly praised, showcasing Pacino's acting depth. Later in 2002, Pacino starred in Swum Money, a satirical film directed by Andrew Niccol. He played Victor Taransky, a film director who creates a computer-generated actress to solve his professional problems. The film received mixed reviews, but Pacino's performance was noted for its comedic timing and ability to convey the absurdity of the premise, highlighting his versatility as an actor. In 2003, Pacino starred in The Recruit, a thriller directed by Roger Donaldson. He played Walter Burke, a veteran CIA recruiter mentoring a young trainee played by Colin Farrell. The film delved into the world of espionage and the manipulative tactics of intelligence agencies. While the film got mixed reviews, Pacino's portrayal of Burke was intense and engaging, capturing the character's enigmatic and manipulative nature. Also in 2003, Pacino took on a challenging role in HBO's miniseries Angels in America, directed by Mike Nichols. The series, based on Tony Kushner's play, explored the AIDS crisis in the 1980s. Pacino played Roy Cohn, a ruthless lawyer and closeted homosexual who denies his AIDS diagnosis. In 2004, Pacino starred in The Merchant of Venice, a film adaptation of Shakespeare's play directed by Michael Radford. He played Shylock, the Jewish moneylender who demands a pound of flesh as collateral for a loan. Pacino's portrayal of Shylock was intense and nuanced, capturing the complexities and motivations of the character. The film received positive reviews, with critics praising Pacino's performance as one of the best portrayals of Shylock in film history. His ability to bring humanity and depth to a character often vilified was particularly noted, showcasing his skill in interpreting classic literature. In 2005, Pacino starred in Two for the Money, a sports drama directed by DJ Caruso. He played Walter Abrams, a former gambling addict who mentors a young sports betting advisor, played by Matthew McConaughey. The film explored the world of sports betting and the psychological manipulation involved in the industry. While the film received mixed reviews, Pacino's portrayal of Abrams was energetic and compelling, capturing the character's charisma. His dynamic performance alongside McConaughey added depth to the film, making it a notable entry in Pacino's career. During this period, Pacino's personal life was also in the spotlight. He had twins, Anton James and Olivia Rose, with actress Beverly D'Angelo in 2001. Their relationship, though complex, was marked by mutual respect and dedication to co-parenting their children. Pacino often spoke about the joy and responsibility of fatherhood, highlighting how his children brought new meaning to his life. Continuous acting projects. After Two for the Money came out in 2005, Al's career hit a quiet patch in 2006. Even though the film got mixed reviews, his role as Walter Abrams, a former gambling addict who becomes a sports betting advisor, was praised. His intense and charismatic performance stood out, showing his dedication to his roles and his unmatched ability to bring complex characters to life. In the same year, Al jumped into a new project, filming 88 Minutes, a thriller directed by John Avnet. He played Dr. Jack Graham, a forensic psychiatrist and professor who receives a death threat telling him he only has 88 minutes to live. This role let Al dive into a suspenseful story, showcasing his versatility with high-stakes tension and psychological drama. However, the movie's release got delayed and didn't come out until 2007. In 2007, Al joined the star-studded cast of Ocean's 13, the third movie in Steven Soderbergh's Ocean's trilogy. He played Willie Bank, a ruthless casino owner targeted by Danny Ocean's crew. Al's portrayal of Willie was flashy and villainous, adding a dynamic presence to the ensemble cast. The film got positive reviews and was a commercial hit, showing once again Al's knack for bringing depth and charisma to even the most stereotypical villain roles. 2008 was a big year for Al, as he teamed up with Robert De Niro in Righteous Kill, directed by John Avnet. The film featured Al and Robert as veteran NYC detectives hunting a serial killer. The buzz around their collaboration was huge, given their legendary status in Hollywood. Unfortunately, Righteous Kill got mostly negative reviews, with critics finding the plot too formulaic. Despite this, the performances of Al and Robert were highlighted, showcasing their chemistry and acting skills. After its delay, 88 Minutes finally premiered in 2008, but was heavily criticized. Reviewers slammed its implausible plot and weak script. Even Al's performance was seen as wasted on a subpar project. This period marked a challenging time for Al, with not all his projects resonating with audiences or critics. In 2010, Al starred in the HBO biopic You Don't Know Jack, directed by Barry Levinson. He played Dr. Jack Kevorkian, the controversial pathologist advocating for physician-assisted suicide. This role was a big departure from his past work, delving into a complex and morally ambiguous character. Al's portrayal was widely acclaimed, earning him an Emmy and a Golden Globe for Best Actor. His performance was praised for its complexity and humanity, showing Kevorkian's controversial yet compassionate nature. This role marked a major highlight in Al's later career, proving his ability to tackle challenging and provocative roles. In 2011, Al appeared in The Son of No One, a crime thriller directed by Dito Montiel. He played Detective Stanford, a mentor to a young officer uncovering corruption in the department. The film got mixed reviews, with critics noting its dark tone and convoluted plot. Al's performance was solid, but overshadowed by the film's overall reception. Later in 2011, Al took a comedic turn in Jack and Jill, a comedy starring Adam Sandler. He played a fictional version of himself, romantically pursuing Sandler's character's twin sister, also played by Sandler. The movie was critically panned and is often called one of the worst films ever. Despite this, Al's self-parodying performance was a rare highlight, showing his willingness to take risks and poke fun at himself. This role demonstrated Al's ability to embrace humor and self-deprecation, adding a unique layer to his diverse career. In 2012, Al starred in Stand Up Guys, a crime comedy directed by Fisher Stevens. He played Val, an aging gangster reuniting with old partners played by Christopher Walken and Alan Arkin. The film explored themes of loyalty, friendship, and redemption among older criminals facing the end of their careers. Al's portrayal of Val was praised for its charm and humor. The movie got mixed reviews, with some critics loving the chemistry between the veteran actors, while others found the plot lacking. Al's performance, however, was a consistent highlight, showing his ability to bring depth to lighter, comedic roles. In 2013, Al showcased his range with two very different projects. First was the HBO film Phil Spector, directed by David Mamet. This biographical drama looked at the relationship between music producer Phil Spector and his defense attorney, Linda Kenny Baden, during his trial for the murder of actress Lana Clarkson. Al's portrayal of Spector was intense and deeply nuanced, capturing the producer's eccentric and volatile nature. The film got mixed reviews, with some praising Al's performance and others criticizing the film's take on real events. Nonetheless, Al's work earned him an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Lead Actor, showing his ability to dominate the screen. That same year, Al took on a more personal project with Salome, a film adaptation of Oscar Wilde's play. He starred as King Herod and also directed it. To complement this, he released a documentary called Wilde Salome, which explored the making of the film and his admiration for Wilde's work. Salome had a limited release, but was noted for its bold and passionate approach, highlighting Al's dedication to the craft and his respect for literary classics. The documentary gave audiences a rare glimpse into Al's creative process, further establishing his reputation as a thoughtful and committed artist. In 2014, Al took on roles that dealt with aging and introspection. In Barry Levinson's The Humbling, based on Philip Roth's novel, Al played Simon Axler, an aging actor struggling with a declining career and his own sanity. His portrayal was critically acclaimed, with reviewers highlighting his ability to convey the character's vulnerability and existential despair. Despite the film's mixed reviews, Al's performance was a standout, proving his continued ability to bring complex characters to life. Also in 2014, Al starred in Manglehorn, directed by David Gordon Green. He played A.J. Manglehorn, a reclusive locksmith haunted by a lost love. This role let Al explore themes of regret and isolation, and his nuanced performance was well received by critics. While the film got mixed reactions, Al's ability to imbue his character with depth and emotion was widely acknowledged, reinforcing his status as one of the most versatile actors of his generation. In 2015, Al took on a lighter, more uplifting role in Danny Collins, directed by Dan Fogelman. Inspired by the true story of a musician who finds a long-lost letter from John Lennon, the film follows Danny as he embarks on a journey to rediscover his passion for life and music. Al's performance was a mix of humor and poignancy, capturing a man seeking redemption and new beginnings. The film got positive reviews, with Al's portrayal praised for its warmth and charm. His work in Danny Collins earned him a Golden Globe nomination, showing his ability to connect with audiences in diverse genres. Al's 2016 project, Misconduct, was a legal thriller directed by Shintaro Shimosawa. The film featured an ensemble cast, including Anthony Hopkins and Josh Duhamel, with Al playing Charles Abrams, a senior partner in a law firm. Despite the high-profile cast, Misconduct was critically panned, with many reviewers pointing out its convoluted plot and lackluster execution. However, Al's performance was noted for its professionalism and effort. Even in a film that didn't meet expectations, Al's dedication to his craft was clear, showing his commitment to delivering quality performances. In 2017, Al starred in Hangman, a crime thriller directed by Johnny Martin. The film followed a detective and a criminal profiler tracking a serial killer who used the children's game Hangman as his method. Al played Detective Archer, a veteran cop drawn into the disturbing case. Unfortunately, the film was met with overwhelmingly negative reviews, with critics slamming its weak plot and execution. Al's involvement in Hangman was seen as a low point in his career, but his dedication to the role remained evident. Despite the film's failure, Al's professionalism and commitment to his character were clear, reinforcing his strong work ethic. That same year, Al appeared in The Pirates of Somalia, a biographical drama directed by Brian Buckley. He played Seymour Tolban, a seasoned journalist mentoring a young writer investigating piracy in Somalia. Although Al's role was smaller, it was impactful, adding gravitas to the film. The Pirates of Somalia received mixed reviews, but Al's performance was noted as a positive element in an otherwise uneven narrative. His ability to elevate any project, no matter the size of his role, was once again evident. 2018 was a more successful year for Al, starting with the HBO film Paterno, directed by Barry Levinson. The film depicted the downfall of Joe Paterno, the Penn State football coach, following the Jerry Sandusky child abuse scandal. Al's portrayal of Paterno was intense and deeply emotional, capturing the complexities of the coach's response to the scandal. The film received positive reviews, with Al's performance being a major highlight. His work in Paterno earned him Emmy and Golden Globe nominations, showing his ability to tackle challenging and controversial subjects with sensitivity and depth. The Oscars controversy. At the 96th Oscars in 2024, Al Pacino found himself at the center of an unexpected controversy. Tasked with announcing the Best Picture award, Pacino deviated from the usual protocol. Traditionally, the presenter lists all the nominees before revealing the winner, but Pacino simply opened the envelope and declared, "And my eyes see Oppenheimer," announcing the winner directly. This moment quickly went viral, with many on social media speculating that Pacino had forgotten the protocol. Memes and jokes spread rapidly, some labeling it a goated move, while others expressed confusion. Amid the swirling rumors, Pacino issued a statement to clarify the situation. He explained that it was not his decision to skip mentioning all the nominated movies. Rather, the producers had asked him to do so to streamline the show. He expressed his empathy for those who felt slighted by this oversight, reaffirming his respect for the nominees and their achievements. Oscars producer Molly McNerney later confirmed that it was a creative decision aimed at keeping the show within its time constraints, noting that clips from all the nominated films had already been shown throughout the ceremony. She also acknowledged that Pacino's casual delivery added to the confusion, but praised the unpredictability of live television. Host Jimmy Kimmel added a humorous note, quipping that it seemed Pacino had never watched an awards show before, highlighting the charm and unpredictability of the event. Despite the controversy, Pacino's appearance at the Oscars reaffirmed his place as a beloved and influential figure in the entertainment industry. His ability to captivate audiences, whether through his performances or unexpected moments like this, remains undiminished.